As a healthcare professional, I don't discharge my patients, and sometimes this means that they run away from me when we bump into each other outside the clinic. Hey, what is up there? I'm Mikdad, a physical therapist and athletic trainer, and on this channel we talk about strategies to take charge of your physical well-being on your way to physical freedom. Today I want to talk to you about some common themes I've noticed after treating thousands of injuries and how you can avoid these pitfalls. I want to share 3 big mistakes, why they occur, and my advice as a physical therapist. Before we dive in, let me give you a little context. The other day I was walking down the street and saw one of my patients who I hadn't in a long time. We made eye contact, recognized each other, and surely he quickly turned away and was on his way. He had sort of fell off the schedule, if you will. I hadn't heard from him and I didn't know why. We seemed to have progressed well. This got me thinking. As a physical therapist, I rarely get to discharge my patients. In fact, discharges are few and far between in my field. This seems strange, I know. When I first started out, I thought so too. The entire point in rehabilitating someone is to progress them through to a point where they've met all their goals. It seems simple and straightforward, but there are few factors that impede this progress. Which brings me to mistake number 1. We all have things to do, somewhere to get to, and something more important than what you're doing right now, and so on. I would argue that your health takes priority, especially when you've been experiencing pain for days, months, and even sometimes even years. But far be it from me to dictate your life. I understand things are busy and it's hard to find time, and this usually stops people from continuing with PT. It's a shame we can't carve out 2 hours a week for our health. What is it that's holding us back? Work? Responsibilities? Whatever it is, this person now lives with pain being the norm of their life, and that's no way to live for anybody. But I'm here to help you. So if I had someone explain this to me, here's what I would say. I understand you're busy and I wish you would have communicated this with me so I could help you incorporate PT into your daily life. A lot of what I do is lifestyle modification and education, and this person will probably have to make lifestyle changes to fit PT into their daily life so that they can make it a habit. I see this quite often. A person comes in for a few days, sees immediate relief, sees some progress, and then decides to call it quits. They either don't make it a priority anymore because they're feeling better, or they're misguided in thinking that this is all it was. This is dangerous in the sense that the pain is most likely going to come back, and maybe worse than before. Great! I wish you would have told me so I could provide instructions on how to continue to feel better. A home exercise program to maintain the newly found strength, mobility, flexibility can be great to maintain the progress that you've achieved. Sort of the opposite as the previous example. This person is probably not buying into the concept of physical therapy, maybe because they've been living with pain for many years and they've just lost hope. This is hard to deal with because there are most likely other things going on that cannot be addressed alone with physical therapy. Pain is not just a physical attribute. This leads them to drop out of physical therapy before making any significant change in pain, outcome, or any impact in their life. In this situation, I would say it's a process, not a quick fix. It takes time for the body to change, adapt, grow, and heal. Consistency is important with physical therapy to see significant change, especially in cases with long-standing pain. If you're currently seeking physical therapy or recovering from an injury, I'd recommend you be more proactive in your care. Find ways to stay on top of your condition so that it doesn't get away from you. Be mindful of these pitfalls and, more importantly, enjoy the process. Regardless, we all encounter these kind of situations, whether we're trying to pick up a new habit or a hobby, something that you always wanted to do, whether it's reading a novel or learning to play the guitar or starting that creative process. Whatever it may be, at some point you'll encounter a unique version of these situations. And in that moment, make sure you're prepared, budgeted, adaptable, ready to learn, and stay consistent. Peace. If you like this video, I have more for you on the way. Be sure to follow and subscribe. I really appreciate the support. I'll see you around. Take care of yourself.